Good morning everyone. Good morning Sir Donald Montenegro. I am Regina Abales, 21 years old from 2FMC. I am the second reporter of Group 5 and I will be discussing the continuation of our topic about rural banks. So these are the four topics I will discuss today. So first, I will discuss the deposit and loan products offered by rural banks. So ang deposit and loan products ay mahalaga dahil sila yung backbone ng rural banks na nagbibigay ng safe na paraan para mag-save ang mga tao sa province or rural areas at maka-access sa puhunan para sa mga farmers at small businesses na hindi maabot ng mga malalaking bangko. So, next, deposit products. Ang mga rural banks nag-o-offer ng deposit products para sa mga tao sa mga rural areas, farmers at small businesses. May regular savings na passbook or ATM. So, special savings na mas mataas ang interest at time deposit para sa mas malaking ipon. Meron din silang BDA, Basic Deposit Accounts, na walang maintaining balance para madali makapag-open. So, at OFW accounts para sa mga kababayan natin abroad. Importante ang deposit products ng rural banks kasi sila yung way para maging accessible at safe ang pag-iipon ng mga tao. So, these are the common deposit products ng rural banks. First is savings accounts, passbook or ATM. Standard account para sa araw-araw na transactions, maliit lang usually ang maintaining balance like 500 pesos, pero mababa rin ang interest. So, second is CTD, Certificate of Time Deposit. Time-bound ipon from 60 to 360 days or more. Mas mataas ang interest kasi nakalock in yung pera mo for a set period. So, number 3 is demand deposits or checking accounts. Super liquid accounts. Pwede mag-withdraw anytime without notice. Gamit for daily transaction. Little to no interest nga lang. So, the last one which is other specialized deposits. Mga account na naka-tailor for specific person, tao, or purposes. May perks like preferential rates, pero may restriction din sa paggamit. Lahat to ginagawa ng rural banks para may option ang mga tao kung gusto nila ng easy to access, higher interest, or special terms. Next is loan products. In short, ang loan products ay nag-o-offer ng mga rural banks sa Pilipinas ng iba't ibang loan products to help farmers, micro-entrepreneurs, at small businesses in rural areas. Design talaga to para ma-promote yung rural development at para mas maraming tao sa countryside ang maka-access ng puhunan. So, these are the 5 common loan products of rural banks. First, agricultural loans. Para sa mga farmers, pambili ng seeds, fertilizer, equipment, o pang-improve o expand ng farm. So, number 2 is commercial or micro, small, medium enterprises loans para sa mga traders, vendors, at small businesses owners pang support sa daily operations nila at growth ng negosyo. Number 3 is microfinance loans. Para sa mga micro-entrepreneurs, maliit na halaga lang. Flexible ang bayad pang start or expand ng maliit na business. Number 4 is consumer and personal loans. Para sa personal needs like housing, education o ibang private expenses. And the last one is other special loans product. Includes OFW loans para sa fees or bayad pag mag-abroad at emergency loans para sa biglaang pang kinahanglanan. Next, agricultural and microfinance lending. So, both are important for rural development pero magkaiba ang purpose. So, ang agricultural lending for farming. Ang microfinance lending is for maliit na negosyo. Both help sa growth ng rural communities. So, agricultural lending in small loans is for daily operations. Farmers can borrow smaller amounts for things like seeds, fertilizers, or paying workers. These loans usually don't need collateral and have short terms, often less than a year. So, the purpose is to cover immediate farm expenses during planting or harvest season, while in large loans is for major investment when farmers needs expensive equipment, tractors, irrigation systems, or want to buy land. Banks offer bigger loans. So, ang microfinance lending, nagbibigay ng maliit na halaga at short-term na loans para sa urgent na needs ng maliit na business, pagbili ng inventory, raw materials o supplies, pang tapal sa daily cash flow o pang small expansion. Ginagamit dito yung group lending with mutual guarantees, kaya no need na ng traditional collateral like lupa or property. Maliit na utang, mabilis bayaran, walang collateral, pero malaking tulong para sa small businesses para lumago at umikot. So next is relationship with MSMEs or micro, small, medium enterprises. Super importante ang rural banks para sa mga micro, small, medium enterprises lalo na sa probinsya na limited ang access sa bangko. So, nagbibigay sila ng tailored loans at services na swak sa needs ng small businesses kaya mas madaling makakuha ng puhunan or capital. Dahil dito, naka-thrive ang mga micro, small, medium enterprises, mas exclusive ang finance at lumago yung local economy. BSP regulation for rural banks. So, under RA 7353 and MORB, hinigpitan ni Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP yung rules ng rural banks para sure na safe at helpful sila sa rural development. The key points is first, minimum capital para stable yung operations. Number 2 is branch guidelines para mas marami maabot sa probinsya. Number 3 is responsible lending para ma-support yung local businesses at tao. So, number 4 is strict supervision ng DOSRI loans para iwas conflict of interest at fear ang pagpapautang. Ginawa yung regulations para protektado yung depositors, responsible yung pagpapautang at tuloy-tuloy yung growth ng rural areas. So, the last one which is BSP. Binabantayan ni BSP or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas yung mga rural banks para sure na stable, solvent at nakakatulong talaga sa rural development. So, ang purpose ni BSP, first, protektahan yung pera ng depositors. Number 2 is i-promote yung maayos na banking practices. Number 3 is palawakin yung financial inclusion sa rural areas. Dahil sa BSP supervision, safe at efficient yung rural banks mag-offer ng loans at savings. Nakakatulong to sa farmers, small businesses, at ordinaryong tao. Kaya lumalago yung economy sa countryside. And that's all of my topic, sir. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy my discussion. Once again, good morning.